Hey guys, it's me, Zanepoise, here again today, just going to be recording a video of me demonstrating how to do the voice of the Devourer of Gods from my Terraria Boss voice reel. I wanted to make this video just to explain and describe how I did this voice, how it was possible, and just basically show you behind the scenes look of it. And so here we have Audacity open. This is the program that I use to create the voice. And yeah, so using this, we're going to be remaking the voice of the Devourer of Gods because I know a few people on the Calamity Discord server and just in general, people were saying that the Devourer's voice was quite hard to understand. It was quite staticky, and I personally understand that as well. When I go back through it, it is quite a bit hard to understand without the use of captions. So today I just wanted to remake it and basically try to make it more understandable and maybe even make it sound a little bit better. Now, I was recording this before, but half of the video didn't have audio in it because OBS decided that it's not going to pick up any different, it's not going to pick up audio from my PC, because it's decided, oh, there's a sound card in my monitor, I'm going to use that instead of the computer. And because I have my headphones plugged in and my monitor is not relaying sound, it basically had the video quiet, and here I have a already made Devourer of Gods voice. I'll let you guys have a listen though.
Good luck recovering from that.
So as you can tell, I made it sound a lot more clearer, and just in general, it sounds a lot more better in my opinion. So, first things first, we're going to decide who we want to voice. For my video, I came up with a list of 5 different voices to do: Sickness, Plaguebringer, Devourer of Gods, the Hive Mind, and Leviathan. But today we're just only going to be doing one person, and this is going to be, obviously, the Devourer of Gods. First thing that you want to do is find the boss. If it's for Terraria Calamity, what I did, I went onto the Calamity wiki, I looked up the boss itself, and basically it has its own page, all of its information on the things, has trivia as well, tips, quotes, lore, origin, and yeah. So today we're just going to be doing Devourer of Gods. As you can tell, the voice line that I did for the original video was his opening line. You are no god, but I shall consume your essence regardless. I thought that was quite a powerful line, and it was quite a powerful opening line, and I wanted to do it on that, but it wasn't a very good choice. So, after you've decided your boss, what is the voice line that you are going to use from the boss? You don't have to. You can make it up completely on the spot based on what you think. I did this for Leviathan and Hive Mind and even Sickness. Those aren't lines in the game that you see or read. They are made up. I had to make those up on the spot because they didn't have any intro lines. With Plaguebringer and Goliath, though, they had lines that I could refer to on the wiki. So, here's a line of quotes that you can choose from, and personally I chose this one, the summoning one, but today we're going to be doing a different one. I already made a video doing good luck recovering from that, so I might try a different one. I might try this one. You think you can butcher me? So, yeah, I think that would be good. It could be him getting angry and stuff like that. So it attempts it when using the butcher function in cheat sheet, which is another Terraria mod. I won't go into explaining that. You can look it up yourself if you're interested. But yeah, we're going to be choosing this line because I think it's quite menacing and it will help portray the character's anger. Because all I've been doing is making him look like a smug, ignorant being, which he is, because he's consumed a lot of stuff in his life and have become all-powerful. So, once you have your quote, you want to go into Audacity Now, you can always Alt-Tab back and forth to reread or read it while you record. Now, onto Audacity. First, you want to click the record button, and when you do this, you want to leave a 5-second gap. This will make sure that you have a noise profile. I'll explain that later. But first, let's just record. You think you can butcher me? Wow. So there you go. So now, we have the voice line. And I'm not sure how loud it will appear on OBS, also infinite loop. But this is what you want, where you've started talking. And this is your noise profile. This is the noise you get before you start recording. And then you can always leave a space afterwards if you want to do it that way as well. So, once you have that, you want to select your audio. You want to go to Effect, and you want to go Amplify. Now, it will put in an auto amplification here. It will amplify by 7.55 decibels. I like to take it down at least -2, so it only goes up by 5. And that's pretty okay for me. If we select this area, we can hear, you can hear me breathing in the end here when I take in a breath, but we just want this beginning part where it's just static. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Yes, you can. Okay, good. So with that static, you want to go to Effect. You want to click, where is it? Noise reduction. So first, step 1, select a few seconds of noise, blah blah blah, notice what to filter out, then click Get Noise Profile. Get Noise Profile. Easy as that. Now, if we click Effect, wait, what did I just do? I don't know. Did I do anything? No, okay. Once we've done that, you want to click all of it. You want to, like, Control A, which selects all of it, or you want to select the whole line by clicking the bass, or whatever it's called. I'm not sure. After that, you can either press Control R to repeat noise reduction, or go down noise reduction and click it like that. I'll just do that for now, but you could always just click that and it'll do step 2 automatically. So now, if we go like this, you can barely hear any static. What we want to do is we want to get rid of the noise, the afterwards, we just want to get rid of the silence now, because there's no noise anymore. And so, if we play it from the top, we should hear this. You think you can butcher me? I think that sounds, pretty okay. It does sound a bit hard to understand, though. It might not be the best, but I can always try remaking it. You think you can butcher me? Okay. So, now we have our voice line. So now, we can either take 2 ways. If we were making a organic and normal boss, we would do a different step. But we're going to be making a mechanical boss, because the Devourer of Gods is a mechanical boss from the Calamity mod, obviously. And so what we're going to do then, if it's a mechanical, we're going to select the track, we're going to click the arrow, we're going to go split to stereo, or split the stereo track. Basically, it splits it into 2. One for the left ear and one for the right ear. We want to get rid of the right ear. Now, if we just play the left ear, you think you can butcher me? Now, it's a bit weird, because it's only playing from the left ear, which is weird. We don't want that to happen, no. And you might be thinking, well, why did you split it in half if you just want to play it from both ears? Well, what we can do is we're going to be making a tone. Now, this tone can be any tone that you want it to. I personally am going to be using the sawtooth tone. Basically, a tone can also be known as a synth if you're a musician. It's just one continuous note, and you can change the what type it is. So sawtooth is like a buzz. I'll just preview them now. So sawtooth, buzz, sine, it's like a low hum. Square is a more louder hum or buzz. Sawtooth I've done before. It's more, it's hard to describe. It's more zappy, you could say. And square, no alias. so it sounds more rough, you could say. Personally, I think the sawtooth would be pretty good. It's a good monotone, deep tone. So we're just gonna click OK, and we're going to get rid of the excess. Bam. And now, if we go back in, oh shit, we haven't zoomed in. My bad. We haven't moved it. That's what I meant to say. So we move it. Oh no, wait. I've done a mistake. There we go. Now delete that. There you go. See, that's easy as. Okay. Sweet. We have that. So now you might be wondering, well, what's that useful for? You're just gonna have one ear have a tone, and you're gonna have the left ear with a voice. What's it gonna do? Well, we're not gonna have that. We're going to make it a stereo track. So now they're both in the same line, but that's not all. If we select it and we go down to vocoder, it will basically combine both channels. This is all from my previous one that I did for my old DOG. Well, not old DOG. This is from my new DOG that I made in the other video that got no sound. So basically, if we preview this, we should be able to hear a robotic voice.
You think you can butcher me?
Okay. It sounds a tad bit weird, so if we put up the bands, this will probably make it a lot easier to hear.
You think you can butcher me?
Okay. If we put up the distance, it will sound more echoey, I'm pretty sure.
You think you can butcher me?
We might have to just go max vocoder bands and that. So basically this is
You think you can butcher me?
this is basically just experimenting with the vocoder. If you don't have to do all this experimenting, but I just do it anyway, just to get a good voice.
You think you can butcher me?
I think that's pretty okay. It's not my best voice, honestly. I could have done a better job, but for the sake of this video, it's just explaining how I do it. Okay, so now we vocode it, and now, boom, it's one single audio line. If we zoom out, there we go, that's better. And we select player.
You think you can butcher me?
Okay, so now we have our voice. Now, because Devourer of Gods is a almighty being, he's devoured a lot of stuff. He is Yarm's pet. In lore-wise, he's a very, very powerful being, worm. And he has, yeah, basically what I said on the first point, he has a lot of power. So, this, I think, just this voice alone, this robot voice, isn't going to cut it. Because it's just a robot voice. It's just that. It's not powerful enough. It doesn't show his true power. So what I would like to do with bosses that are very powerful, because this is a very powerful boss, believe me, I've played against this boss, and you do not want to face against him when you're not prepared. He is insane. Aside from that, what we want to do is we want to select it. We want to copy it by pressing Ctrl-C, and we want to paste it. This will be our original track down here. Original. There we go. So we have our original, and we have our edited one. We want to mute the original, and we want to select this. We want to go to change pitch. Wait, no, not change pitch. What am I on about? I'm getting distracted. We want to go to reverse. So now you might be wondering, why are you reversing it, Zane? There's no point in reversing the audio. Well, there is. If we put a reverb onto it while it's reversed, it will get quite interesting. So, you don't want to go too crazy with the reverb, because then it just drowns out the voice, like it happened in my last one. So what we want to do, we want to go to a factory preset. We just want to either go church, large room, or medium room. Let's try large room. Actually, let's tone it down. So now it's a large room, but it's toned down. So if we preview it, now it might sound like complete gibberish, but there is reasoning behind my madness. Something happens when we put a reverb onto a reversed piece, and then we re-reverse it. So we put it back to normal. It adds kind of like a build-up sound. You'll understand when I play it. So we're just seeing what would be good. So I think a room size of 64 should be fine. After that, we want to go back down to reverse, and we want to unreverse it. So now if we play it, it should have a weird build-up sound included with all the noise.
You think you can butcher me?
Okay, it's a bit hard to understand.
You think you can butcher me?
Now, I think I know why here. It's because this is so small and connected to this one. But I'm not sure. If we unmute this one and play it from here. Wait. Damn it, I selected.
You think you can butcher me?
It actually doesn't sound that good, to be honest. It could have been a lot better. But it's still pretty okay. But what I also like to do is I like to change the pitch, because I know that my voice would not suit Devourer of Gods at all. Not one bit. So, we can go to the original, and we can change the pitch. Now, I've already done it before, so I'm going to put it down by 20%. So now it should sound quite deep.
You think you can butcher me?
If we just listen to this,
You think you can butcher me?
now it does sound still a bit bad, so we're going to go change pitch again, but this time we're not going to go as intense. We'll just go down to G.
You think you can butcher me?
And the me sounds very awkward. It's not the best. If we change the pitch for this one just a tiny bit. There.
You think you can butcher me?
The me sounds very weird. I might do a quick time lapse and recreate a new voice. But basically, that is how you create the Devourer of Gods. Now, what I always do as a good practice is to save, even though it sounds bad, this one sounds pretty bad, I'll just call it Pretty Bad DOG version free, because this is my third try. But because it's a bad version free, I'm just naming it Pretty Bad. But it's a good incentive to always save your work. You never know when you need to refer back to your work and use it as evidence, or as just a stepping stone, or as just a memory to realize how far you've come. Eventually, hopefully, I will be as good as other people are when they are voice acting / voice editing. But for now, we're just gonna save this as Pretty Bad DOG version free. And what I'm gonna do from here on out for the video is, because it's taken already 20 minutes to record this, I'm going to quickly put in a time lapse of me making a new voice. See you guys at the end of the video. Okay, and we're done. So now I have made another voice for the Devourer of Gods, and this time I think it came out a lot better than last time. I based off of the voice line of, where is it? Of all my segments to get hit by. And then I realized he only says that when they get hit by his tail. So I decided to go a little bit more in depth with this voice line, rather than my other voice lines, which are pretty short. So here you go, have a quick listen, and yep.
Out of all my segments to get hit by, you get hit by my tail. Pitiful.
So, I hope that was quite a good little behind the scenes video, or tutorial as you could say, of how to make the Devourer of Gods basically. But it wasn't really a tutorial, it was more of a back behind the scenes kind of video of me showing what I do to make the voices. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've been saying Poise, and I'll see you guys in another video. See ya.